It began in San Francisco in 1980 when a group of gay men wore habits publicly in the streets. And they came from a radical movement which was challenging gender roles and also challenging the church for its stigmatising and condemnation of gay people. So that's how it began in America. But here in Australia, it was founded by Sister Medusa and two other sisters. And we founded the order here to take some of the spirit of the American sisters, the motto of the order, no more guilt, and the work of the order in expiating stigmatic guilt that gay and lesbian people feel with regard to their sexuality.
Our special guests this morning are two members of the Order of Perpetual Indulgence. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to, and let me get this right, Mother Mary Scouts
Morning,
and
Dad.
Father Izzy Cardinal Overdone.
Hey, Dad, the sisters are on.
Oh, wow.
Well, who are the Adelaide Order?
The Adelaide Sisters is a group of people who meet once a month, or actually not once a month, we meet on various occasions. And we are actually dressed as nuns, or the males of the order dress as nuns, and the females dress as the members of the clergy, brothers, cardinals, or whoever they choose to dress as. And we are a gay liberation group.
So what sort of rules do you have in the order?
The rules of the order are that we try to stop...
Hello. Oh, hi, Trash. How are you?
To spread universal...
You picking me up tonight?
Through ritual perpetration and through public manifestation.
Bye.
And by public manifestation is that we actually go out in habit
Beans
and
bar
manifest
tonight.
in public.
What am I going to wear?
Habits of tunics.
Tonight the sisters are doing a blessing. What exactly does that involve?
Tonight we actually have a blessing at the Beans Bar with the help of the great bitch mother. All
hail her
feralness.
feralness. And of course we have the memorial candle, which is ceremonially carried in memory of all our brothers and sisters who've died of HIV/AIDS.
No, not tonight. Ah, yes, that one. I reckon I've always known that I've been different to everybody else. When I reached puberty and started to hear things about homosexuals and poofters and all that sort of thing, then I was able to put a name to it. My mother was always talking about dirty old men. Unfortunately, I never ever met any dirty old men or dirty young men, unfortunately. The important thing about the foundation is that it actually takes the male skin and gives it a female appearance. I guess one of the ways that I tried to handle my sexuality was just to deny it, pretend it wasn't there. And so I dated girls, and I was always the perfect gentleman. And whenever a girl said no, I just stopped like you're supposed to. And sometimes by saying no, actually worked the other way around. I met my wife when I was ballroom dancing. I was looking for a partner, and she suggested that I partner her for her exams. Once we started dancing together, there was something that actually clicked. And then the second time we competed, we got our first placing, and we never danced out of a place from then on until we retired. And we retired because my oldest daughter was on the way. First time I ever went out in drag, it was atrocious. The powder was too pale, and the eyes were too blue. This person that I knew was supposed to be a make-up person, and they just didn't know what they were doing. The whole time I was in denial about my sexuality. It was there, but I'd been told that if you get married and married the right person, it'll go away. Well, I tried to live by this. I met somebody that I really and truly loved, and the sex was great, really. And although it was satisfying, it wasn't meeting a need. But then, as the marriage sort of drifted, as we drifted apart, as things went downhill, I needed to sort of meet that side of my sexuality somewhere along the line. So I'd go to places where gay men would congregate, and just by simply being there, I was feeding that need for my spirit or my essence to proclaim its sexuality. One thing I found about doing this drag is that I have to use a good makeup, so I always use a good white on the base. Very expensive. We were married for 19 years, and the last 2 years that we were married were getting really, really difficult. We didn't break up because I was gay, it was just that the marriage just was not working. My wife never suspected about my sexuality. From my point of view, she was very, very demanding, and from her point of view, I was too submissive, and it was like oil and water, and so we didn't get on.
Everything all right, Dad?
Oh, good. Granny, come and give me a hand, please, love.
Yeah, no worries, Dad. Okay, so what do you want done, Dad?
Would you fill in the eyebrows, please?
Yep, no worries. He first told me he was gay just before he asked me to stay in Adelaide with him. And I said, well, you're still my father, so yeah, I've got no problems with it. Although if you get AIDS, I'm going to kill you. And had a bit of fun at school too, because some of the girls found out that he was gay and that he does drag occasionally. So they had a bitch session in the library while I was there. Of course, very quietly, but making sure I could overhear them. So I just went up to them, and in an extremely loud voice I explained the differences between a transsexual, a transvestite, a drag queen and a gay man.
The lips are the hardest part, especially for me, because I've got such uneven lips. Thank God for cotton buds. Beautiful. Well, I make my own dresses. I have to. I don't have the womanly curves, and so I learnt how to sew by simply buying a pattern and a piece of material, and have been making my own dresses since. A lot of people say that gay men are promiscuous, and sure, there are some gay men that are promiscuous, but there's also a hell of a lot of straight men that are just as promiscuous, or wish they were, or try to be even. What do you think, Anita?
Gorgeous as usual, bitch.
Oh, they're here. Why are you wearing a habit?
It's a blessing.
I'll go and change immediately.
Well, hurry up, sister. The limo's costing us big bucks.
So, we're doing a blessing at Beans Bar tonight, are we?
Yes, I hope there's lots of cute men there.
This sister's meant to be married.
Well, you know.
Yes, but he can look at.
Yes, true.
Right.
You can also feel as well, especially when you give out the little blessings.
And the
Right, well,
condom packs.
Absolutely, and like I do insist on spreading universal joy.
You know, the best thing I like is when a cute man's sitting on your lap and telling him all your woes, and you can, you know, console him.
Oh dear, I love taking confession. By God.
When they're on their knees.
Yes,
Well,
especially when they're on their knees.
And I've often had them go under my habit. That's the best part, you know, sister.
It really annoys me because not only do I get a lot of flack from the straight community, but I also get a lot of flack from the gay community. They feel that drag, you know, is putting them down for their masculinity. But I consider it's part of our cultural heritage. Like the drag queens were the ones who fought at Stonewall, and it was a part at one stage of, well, let's get up the straight society's nose. And so what's wrong with it? I have fun. Like, I don't want to have a sex change or anything like that. I just want to have fun. The Sturt Desert Pea is the emblem of the South Australian Order. Would you like to talk about that, Sister, with me?
Yes, okay. Well, this is South Australia's flower, and Sister Fleur made the original ones. Each sister and father wears one of these to symbolise that we're from Adelaide.
Yeah. And we got the holy dingo here. That's our icon. As the dingo's persecuted for being what it is, so is the gay community. Isn't that right, Sister?
That's right, yes. A much maligned animal.
Yes.
No, we bless many, many things. We've blessed hotels, the Edinburgh Hotel we've blessed, a Line-Up nightclub. We've blessed quite a few houses. Some of the sisters' convents, I should say, we've blessed.
Swimming pools.
Swimming pools, flats, dogs, cats, you name it. If it can be blessed, we'll bless it.
And the sisters especially like blessing cute men. We'll bless them all the time.
Have you always run?
My lips are getting dry.
Well, hurry up and fix your
Looks
makeup.
like that all
Have you always running late?
Now, it's every time. Oh, they're here at last. Thank
Where are we? Hi, sweetie. Lippy. Where's Whitney?
Who's got the lighter?
Where's my friend Whitney?
Sisters, come on, line up, please.
In order.
In order, please.
Whitney's got Lippy on.
You're behind me.
In line, please. Is everybody in line?
I'm behind for a change.
Let's get this show on the road. Go.
Dignity, sisters.
Oh, sorry.
Decorum.
Fan.
Hurry up, sis, Dad's on TV already.
Mum called me into the kitchen one day. She said, "Sit down, I need to talk to you, this is very serious. It's about your father." And I thought, oh my God, he hasn't died, has he? But she turns around and she says, "Well, now that Anita's moved over there, there's something I need to tell you. Your father's gay." And my first reaction, astounding though it was, is like, I said to her, "Really? Oh, that doesn't surprise me. I always thought you were a lesbian and now Dad's gay." I mean...
And hope that it launches itself into lush life of gay fulfilment.
Well, overall, as what the sisters stand for as a gay activist group, to me, I have no problem with it. I don't think it's sacrilegious or anything because of the rules involved with not using like rosemary. They're not allowed to wear crucifixes or anything like that. That is sort of being respectful to the actual real nuns.
For its prize.
When I moved into my flat in Richmond, I decided to have a housewarming party and I invited all the sisters along and they did a house blessing for me. I lived in a block of 18 flats with a pool in the middle. So we had all these guys come in, like just normal, nobody thought anything was up, just a bit of a party. And then they all came in, we had the party and then they all changed into their habits and their high heels. And so they did the house blessing and went all through the rooms and then out and along the balcony and down the stairs and through and into the pool and blessed the pool and back round and up the other stairs and back. By that time, everybody had poked their heads out of the units and 3 people pulled out their cameras and started taking photos.
And of course, the sisters all enjoyed that. It was like, photo opportunity!
We pray and bless Beans Bar tonight and hope to thank you for your light.
Like when I came over here, Dad was already a nun, so everything was all in action. And for me, coming from Tasmania with no gay people at all on the streets, and then coming over to meet my father and seeing him dressing up in dresses or in habit and with makeup, it was horrible.
The only thing I hated when we had to shave his back.
He got me to do that once. Oh,
I don't know what was worse, when he was doing it with shaving cream or just dry.
Yeah, dry shaving is horrible, especially on someone's back.
Especially on your father's back.
Yeah, but you can understand, I mean, if you don't, it's going to show out on top of the dresses.
Yeah, but do we have to do it?
Well, we should get it waxed, like the models do.
Judy Garland, Judy Garland,
Great Beach Mother,
All hail the Pharaohs.
to bless this establishment. Jill and Mark, can you please come forward? Now I'm going to call upon the water of the Holy Dingo to bless the establishment of Jill and Margaret.
My dad's sexuality has no major impact upon me because that is his life and it's just part of Dad.
His sexuality is what makes him him. So
It's part of him, yeah.
it's part of him. So we love him for who he is.
I always say, he's my dad.
Yeah.
Now I am running a support group for gay men, and we discuss issues around sexuality, growing up, internalised homophobia, and just living life to the full as gay men. And I recently did a workshop, and there were 30 straight men and 4 of my friends from the support group. And at the end, one of the guys came up to me and said that he was glad that we were there, because although he thought he had no problems with gay people, he now has gone from, oh yes, I tolerate homosexuals, to I celebrate with them for their strength and the dynamics that they bring to the world, because it is not easy to be a gay man in a straight world that is, homophobic.
I joined the Order because, being a post-operative transsexual, this was the only place that I could find acceptance for the person that I was, that I intend to be for the rest of my life, and if the rest of the world don't like it, stiff.
I joined the Order because I could feel that it was going to be a lot of fun. And being a novice, you have to learn the protocol and the tenets.
What are the tenets?
Very good question. Would someone like to help me out, please?
It's for the
Proclamation of universal joy.
And the
expiation of stigmatic guilt.
Oh, we really should do that one again.
Well, no, it's fine.
I'll bugger it up so you'll have to.